BSdiscover. What's up? Guess what? Come back. Prepare yourself to come back, to get ready. You know, I hope you've been preparing yourself. I hope you've been utilizing your time and storing up, because the key thing is to store up for future use. And I hope you've invested all your time into learning the new technology, which is going to allow you to move forward. Like I say, there's a lot of things you can use. You don't need electricity for it. Are you there? You're going to have to come back your time to this understanding that you have to give others and trust others at certain times, but you have to be able to pick up on knowing the individual and knowing whether you can do so. You know, that's part of the times. So you got to be careful. You can't, like I was telling somebody today, you can't carry money on you. You know what I'm saying? You can't show that you have money because you become a target. Because people are trying to survive out here, and they're being misled by others, by their emotions most than anything, that can damage the reality of what used to be to what is, but you lost your moment and don't even realize that you lost your moment, because you ought to stand strong. You ought to continue to develop, you know, without reasonable doubt. No matter the circumstances, you know, you see, I'm out here and I'm just know where I want to be and taking the energy there, knowing that one day, you know, it will to exist and to be changed, but to be acknowledged that because of that change and because I was willing to stand strong and not fall in time of defeat. You know, even if we are defeated, it doesn't mean that you can't still come out to be a winner. You know, but you have to combat your ways into knowing when to stop doing some of the things that you used to do, and going towards doing things that you learning to do, you know, even if you don't know it, but if it's going to get you at a better state in life, that's what you want to achieve, you know. And it's ironic how the energy is, but what I experienced this week was crazy. I mean, just the positive energy coming my way and people, you know, and them giving me tools to make sure that I continue to push forward, you know. Money is the issue on some money isn't the issue, but it's okay because of the investment that I put in myself, and do invest in yourself, but these are the times if you haven't, because for most chosen, when we come through, we're coming through for a bigger purpose. So the fall is going to be twice as disastrous as any typical fall. And with that, you have to continue to be strong, no matter if you fall, no matter embarrassment. Know that there is something, but you will know who you are in the end. In the R, like I say, in the end, you know who you are in the end. And what you are in the end is what you will perceive to be in others' eyes, yet in question. But the question is still doubt because of what you do and how you do it. And you continue to try to learn, even when they're telling you you can't learn. I don't know if most of you understand that. I hope I'm still keeping you here, you know. But it's the learning process and the investment you have to do. And education too, you know. I'm a strong believer in education, and I ground myself with that, and I can see how the family has broke a lot of generational curses, and that's very important to me, you know. Even with marriage, a lot of people are not getting married, but it's very important that you find someone compatible to be with, that it represents what a marriage is than what is now today, because people aren't finding compatible people or taking the time to. So with that being said, combat yourself. Get ready. Make them changes. Do what you have to do, what is better for you. Tap on in. When you tap on in, you are more true in life than what reality is, because you're more relaxed to express yourself, but not in a way that is informal, but to inform is what is normal for any individual. So there's nothing different with you within the change, but to make possibilities for others as you made for you. And even in circumstances that people have told you, how did you do it? If it would have been me, ain't no way, So what greater are you to recognize that and continue to combat yourself, which is very important, and a lot of people don't understand. And to reach our next generation and they succeed, and I'm so proud of the nieces and nephews, and I know you are, you have some who had to go through other doors, but within the experience they had, at least they haven't given up their chance and their faith, in God, you know what I'm saying? And just prayer itself, that's a big thing. So, I continue to tell you to combat yourself in prayer, especially nowadays, which is very important, and not to ladder your days and just being, not knowing, but learn, because everything changes. Remember the email? Now we're going to get away from email, but are you there? I mean, you might as well say chat box. But other than that, you got to be as fast as thinking as that, slow as speed as light. Even though others are fighting, guess what? You'll have your right. So you will have your right in your day. And don't you let anyone dismay, because I'm just trying to strengthen you to combat yourself in all your ways, and understanding that tomorrow will bring another day that you begin to say that day, that hey, that may, that Lou, them too, you knew. But Lord, you gave me strength, and now I'm here, and mothers will fear, but they don't even know. Children will cry. They will see the men you told them so years ago, but they ain't believe the fear that's going to be in their heart. But tomorrow will be a new start, because they will begin to ask questions and know of the legend that is within them and never miss it. Because I tell you today, the mission is strong. And if you don't miss it, nigga, I want you don't diss this. But in this rhyme, you will see that another day will prosper for me. But here we go. And I'm going to say, BSdiscover, tomorrow's a new day. And in dismay, we shall stand. For tomorrow, it'll never be the man. Until then, BS and Discover. Tap on it. Tap, tap, tap. Tap on it. Tap, tap, tap.